Ukrainian officials say at least 5 people were injured Saturday morning after Russia launched yet another intense round of strikes on the country, this time targeting the Mykolaiv and Odessa regions. The country's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, says the Kremlin launched 450 drones and 30 missiles overnight, many of which struck a vital electrical substation in Odessa. He says the damage has left more than 1 million households without power.
Recovery is ongoing. It is difficult, but all necessary forces are involved. I instructed government officials to accelerate repair processes as much as possible.
It also affected the country's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, which, according to the United Nations nuclear watchdog, has now been left without electricity 12 times since the start of the war. The plant is not currently producing energy, but it does need it to avoid a nuclear meltdown. The International Atomic Energy Agency is urging military restraint to avoid such an incident. Residents were forced to queue for water Saturday throughout Odessa, bringing their own jugs and containers. Dozens more rushing to make use of backup generators to charge their phones and medical equipment. Some voicing their frustration with the continuation of the nearly 4-year-long war, but adding that Ukraine must stand strong through peace negotiations.
We must not agree to Russia's demands under any circumstances.
We would like the war to stop, but not on the terms that are being proposed.
The U.S. envoy to Ukraine, Steve Witkoff, and U.S. President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who've represented the U.S. throughout negotiations, are traveling to Berlin. Also en route, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, French President Emmanuel Macron, and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
I will have meetings with representatives of President Trump, as well as meetings with our European partners and many leaders regarding the foundation of peace, a political agreement to end the war.
The main roadblocks in reaching a deal remain security guarantees for the war-torn nation and territorial concessions. Amid the bleak aftermath of the Russian strike Saturday, Kyiv's prisoner of war coordination center said the country did receive 114 prisoners released from Belarus. It comes after the U.S. held talks with Belarus and dropped some sanctions on the Russian allied country. The group includes Ukrainian citizens and some Belarusian political prisoners. Ukrainian officials say those with Belarusian citizenship will be given the option to either be transported to Poland or Lithuania. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.